Avengers is really fucking good from what I hear.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were talking about the Avengers, the Marvel animated films or something.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm talking about the movies.
Yeah, they're really fucking good. It drives me crazy. Stupid.
They gotta be expensive as hell to produce. Like, not only for obvious reasons, but look at how many fucking well-known actors are in the goddamn movie.
Well, I mean,
adding more and more superheroes, and that's more and more actors. They're gonna have to pay shit tons of money.
Well, no, just remember the reason why they're able to do this
keep
because
forgetting that this is Marvel we're talking, and they could literally release.
Well, keep in mind this is Marvel, aka Disney.
Oh,
well, by Disney, so.
Well, there you go. Then that answers.
It's not just Marvel; it's Disney. They own them.
Well, to be honest, I'm actually glad that Disney bought Marvel.
Disney bought Fox. They own just about everything. They're totally.
It's concerning.
You see what I mean? This is the reason why Congress and the federal government usually is involved. And I'm surprised they let all of these acquisitions fucking go through.
Jesus,
like,
they are.
They must be blind as a bat.
Disney.
Yeah. And they own so they own Star Wars, Marvel, basically everything within the nerd and geek community. All the biggest icons throughout history. Everything that's nostalgic, they own it, basically.
Yeah, man, it's concerning as shit.
No,
see what I mean?
No, you guys seem to keep on forgetting. They don't own Star Wars. They own LucasArts in general. That means anything that's owned by LucasArts, like Indiana Jones or Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
yeah, they own.
Point. So they own Star Wars, but what they ultimately own is the company that owned it, as well as a bunch of other things that LucasArts happen to own too.
I keep reminding everyone, like, no, they do not own Star Wars. They own LucasArts. That means they own.
Well, they own LucasArts, which owns Star Wars, so. But it still does prove a point. It's like, hey, they don't just own Star Wars. They own Indiana Jones. They own anything that LucasArts has ever owned.
The reason why they keep using Star Wars because Disney knows that everyone loves Star Wars out of their fucking mind. So of course they're gonna milk Star Wars, which is not bad because I haven't seen a good old Star Wars film.
Star Wars in forever. I mean, it's like there's like 10, 20-year gaps between some of the movies. So it's like,
well, yeah, but finally a movie. Have you seen the new Star Wars? Because I can tell you, I don't like it.
Yeah. Wait, Star Wars Episode 8?
Well, I don't like it.
Why? Why does everyone keep having some? Why is everyone hating on the new episode? I don't get it. It's like a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, I don't like it," but then like other people are saying like, "I like it." It's like, what's so?
Well, it's
so weird.
Because it's not easy. It's complicated. Okay, so what Star Wars Episode 8 did great was it had a lot of special effects, which was iconic. So. You know, AT-AT shooting into people, ships firing at each other, lots of special effects. What people were not happy about is the complete and utter abandonment of plot. The plot has been abandoned in favor of special effects. Some very key characters died in the film, and it's frustrating because it's like, okay, well, you know, kind of like Darth Vader, kind of like Palpatine, or, you know, Darth Sidious, it's important to have these characters to develop a plot.
I hate the fact that goddamn Facebook doesn't let you just fucking mute fucking calls. Okay, I'm blacking out my phone, and then it like fucking keeps ringing.
What really pisses me off is like, for one, what are you gonna do about Carrie Fisher now or something? Because she's dead, and like, what are they gonna do about her for episode 9? Like, do they have enough footage for her? Hopefully.
I think the main reason why a lot of people aren't liking some of the Star Wars movies is because of the fact that a lot of the movies focus a little bit too much on, you know, visual eye candy. But not just that, a lot of them feel similar to the older Star Wars movies. They don't truly feel like a new Star Wars movies. I'm not gonna lie, whenever one of the characters dies in the most recent Star Wars movie, I'm not gonna say who, whenever he dies, the scenery seems a little bit too fucking familiar with like the dark mist and the dark room and just the atmosphere. Way too goddamn similar to some of the older Star Wars movies, and it's like, okay, you guys need to try to do something new that, like, yes, it needs to feel and look like Star Wars, but it doesn't need to be too goddamn similar to the older stuff. And it's a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, I can understand. They're kind of starting from the ground up, so they gotta, you know, it's kind of like video games. They, a company buys out the rights to a video game, they HD remaster a couple of games, so then they can get used to, you know, get an idea of, like, what makes this Gears of War, or what makes this Halo.
what's
and then
surprising,
they make something new. So they're kind of doing that, but they're slapping new names on them. They should just, like, I don't know, redo the older movies or something. I don't know. Or prequels. Prequels is actually not a bad idea. If they could somehow do something that takes place in the past, that would be awesome.
That's what they did with Rogue One. Star Wars Rogue One did do that. It's actually, have you seen Rogue One?
No. Not all.
Okay, so you need to watch Rogue One because Rogue One is the best movie they made. It is the Disney.
Okay, so it's better than the most recent one.
It's better than Episode 7. It's way better than Episode 8. It is the best Star Wars movie Disney's made.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I will say this. For me, it's a whole laundry list of other reasons. For me, once again, like I said,
kind of like Halo all over again. Halo 4 was good. Halo 5 was shit.
Well,
but you gotta keep in mind that.
Hold on a minute. It's the frustration once again for me is that I made it very clear. My frustration with the new Star Wars movie is the blatant abandonment of the plot. Once again, there are deep character creation is done through Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6, through Darth Vader, Sidious, Emperor Sidious, all of them. Key characters die in that film. We all know which we've all watched that movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We watched the movie, then you know how that one leader dude gets killed. Fucking Luke dies. Everyone dies off. It's like, okay, well, what are they gonna do for the next movie? I don't have characters I'm connected to as much now. Like, what are they gonna possibly do for episode?
Well, IGN just recently updated about the movie that John Boyega and the British girl, the Harry Potter girl, is going to be back, going to be joining forces together again.
Right, but I'm not talking about the actors, I'm talking about the characters in the movie, I mean.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they're going to be back together. Like, because, if you haven't noticed, like, they were separated.
Like, it's frustrating as all hell, dude, seriously. I can't.
It's kind of a clusterfuck. It's like the older Star Wars, there was a lot less mistakes made, and so it was much easier to build upon that. But now it's like almost like Disney's getting a little bit fucking messy, and so it's harder for them to figure out what things to change and what things not to change, and it's kind of a clusterfuck. So it's frustrating. It's kind of like, again, like I said, the whole Halo thing all over again. Halo 4 was not perfect, no, but it was fucking good for a first new Halo game from 343. But like Halo 5, it's like, hold on, you had a good game, a good new game in this fucking IP to start with, and you could have built upon that, made something amazing. But then they change too much and they go in a fucking stupid, shitty direction. Like, what the fuck? I feel like Disney might end up doing the same thing. It's like, you have something good to start with, and you could build upon that. Oh no, we're just gonna change everything and fuck things up and throw it in a shitty direction. Like, don't fucking do that. Like, God, I hate that. I mean, I've been told a big portion of it has to do with 343 trying to satisfy two different fan bases within one, or two halves of the same fan base. You got the actual original retro Halo fans that were there since the beginning and have been a fan of the series since then. And then you got the newbies that jumped in during like Halo Reach. You know, you got the casual Halo fans you gotta fucking satisfy.
You know, I think the biggest problem with Halo 5 was the fact that
story.
They're trying to build up to 6. I think that's the biggest issue.
Well, I've been told that the story itself got rewritten all, like, completely, like, once or twice. So the fact that the entire story was redone from the ground up, and they didn't even readjust the game from the ground up to match it, is kind of terrible. Oh my god. Aren't I happy there's a mute button?
Well, anyway, yeah, I know what you mean. It definitely is a frustration I share.
Yeah.
Magazine.
Don't you think it's kind of a little bit similar to what Disney's doing right now?
No. Those issues are separate.
Wait, what?
They're not the same thing. Halo
I'm not saying that they're the same thing. I'm just saying I feel like how they're handling things after taking over an IP.
Red Baron!
Pattern's a little bit similar.
Nothing. Anyway, no. Well, what I'm saying is that they're not very the issues that Halo 5 is suffering is not similar to the issues that Disney suffered from the Star Wars movie, in my opinion. Halo 5, I think, is the result of 343 trying to take, 343 trying to take a concept for kind of like a prequel that's going to really build up the Halo 6. Of course, this is all speculation. We don't know what Halo 6 is like, but my speculation of hypotheses is that in Halo 6, because they built all of this crazy plot and shit up to Halo 6, it's going to have a lot released at once. And Halo 5 had to be the tension line to build up. You know, like the parts of the movie where you have to build character development and you're just kind of like, sometimes they might do it poorly and you go, ugh. Well, that's unfortunately how Halo 5 kind of handled itself. Disney, it's a separate issue. Disney's problem is that they took their universe and now they have immensely shrunken it because they've killed so many key characters off in their universe, all in favor for really fancy special effects a little earlier in the trilogy's airing. So, yeah, they're two kind of different issues.
Making the same mistakes, but with very different reasons or ways of doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because two people are doing the same thing doesn't mean they have the same intentions or are doing it the exact same way.
Right. They're definitely it's crummy.
The execution's way different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's definitely.
I could see what you mean.
It's definitely something, dude. It's
that definitely.
Okay then.
Oh, Omid.
Yeah. What?
You should oh god damn it, never mind. I'll just fucking stop. I'm sorry, dude.
What?
I was gonna say you should read the Quran again. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I wish I never lived in North Carolina with a racist family.
Okay.
What happened? Wait, what?
Nothing, I'm just joking with me.
Don't you mean fucking without me?
Playing with it? I'd love to play with me. Let me touch you, Omid.
Being an asshole's over. Okay, so let me tell you guys something what happened to Mitch. So he was on his bed when I was at his house one day.
Oh man! I love you. Hey, Omid.
What?
How far are you in Doom?
I beat it.
Will you beat it?
Yeah, finally.
Is the ending amazing?
It's okay. It's not really something amazing, but I feel as though Doom has so much of a story element that I think like it could have been like I think there might be a possible sequel or something. I don't know.
Well,
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a damn sequel.
I want a sequel to it. That fucking Doom game was amazing as shit.
I even felt like, so to be honest, like Doom felt like it had more story to it because, like, I mean, there's just so much to it. Like, there was like they had some characters that it felt like as though it was more of a story-driven game or something. Even though like it's like it was more focused on gameplay. They
put a lot of money into that game. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be making a fucking sequel. I mean, they put a lot of money into implementing the game to work with fucking Vulkan, an API that fucking got abandoned. They made it for the Switch, which they didn't freaking need to. And I mean, they've constantly updated the game and they keep on doing stuff with it.
The reason why they made it for Nintendo Switch is because of Vulkan. That's why.
Well, it probably helps that the original company that did the port kind of offered to do it for them, you know what I mean? So they're able to save a shit ton of money just by hiring a third-party company to do it for them. And you know, that company also did Rocket League and stuff, so I mean, it's pretty good.
Speaking of the Switch, they haven't ported over Wolfenstein 2 to the Switch.
Did you know?
They should just like post on the fucking message board, Dylan. This is my sexy face on my new camera. This is now on the announcement board because you have to see my sexy face.
Oh my god. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll be back. I have to go to the restroom, okay?
Oh fuck, they made the new items? Great, okay. Work on 26 through 30. Damn it, dude.
Oh, come on, Vegas. I'm gonna restart my computer probably soon.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Yes, there it is. Yeah, that's the only thing people about goddamn Windows. They really need to fix that dirty RAM issue. Seriously.
You're not getting off a kernel-based OS.
That's hilarious.
Well, this is a very. I mean, it's something they could fix through hardware in the future. I mean, if ECC memory fucking became a standard, then we wouldn't have to worry about this problem.
Oh, I fucking wish. My God, if
But
they would let us
that's
use
just
more
expensive.
stable RAM, that'd be amazing. I'd be willing to pay it.
Like if RAM all became ECC based, like that would be freaking amazing if that became a feature in all RAM in the future.
Yes.
That would fix it. So that would make a big difference. That would just make it a more stable OS. Less errors, less miscalculations. You wouldn't have to worry about dirty RAM anymore, and it just it'd be so much more stable. I mean, that's why it's in servers, but still, I would love to see it in a consumer-grade fucking computer. Like, come on, Microsoft, with how big of a company you are, you could pull the right strings to make that a fucking standard feature in all your Windows laptops if you wanted. I'm sure they could if they wanted to, but of course they probably wouldn't make enough money.
I'm not fucking yelling!
I love it when he does that.
I do too. Also, I really love it when he talks to me dirty. It makes me happy.
100% sure, but I'm thinking about buying another pair of computer eyewear or gaming glasses. But I'm wanting to get like the clear ones. They're probably not going to work as well, but it's just like I want to be able to wear something that reduces like the fucking glare from screens and eye fatigue when I'm editing videos, because I don't want the color accuracy to go down, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the yellow tinted gaming glasses and shit like makes the shifts the coloring quite a lot, so it's not good if you're like editing a video or photos, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
So do you think it'd be worth going ahead and getting the clear ones?
I mean, yeah,
So I won't have to
based
worry about
on
that?
what your criteria is, it sounds like that you know what you're doing.
Because they won't work as well, but if it could just help at all, that will be great, especially if you're going to be sitting in front of the computer for hours at a time.
Yo, you alright? Mac?
Oh, Bros has the hiccups, I think.
Oh, I thought Bros was puking. I was like, Bros, you alright?
Holy moly!
Yeah, he's feeling
I was wondering where the 4 liters
kind
of
of
vodka
ill,
went.
but right.
Yeah, I got some bad news, buddy boy. We got about 3 good hours till these servers, I believe, shut down.
For what game?
Well, I'll be going to bed in about 2, so.
Lucky you. I won't get that convenience. What, Final Fantasy 14?
Also,
they do a lot of server maintenance, and it is annoying. What's up, Dylan?
I was gonna say, also, I went in and ordered some like really powerful rechargeable AA batteries, because the portable recorder I got,
Yeah.
let's just say it goes through batteries like crazy. So, and I love my audio mixer, but it just doesn't quite sound as crystal clear and doesn't have quite as much functionality as the portable recorder I have has. Because on that, I could actually set, I wouldn't call it a noise gate, but I could like set it to where like it won't record anything unless, unless whatever audio there is at a certain volume or higher. So if there's a lot of background noise and shit in the background, it'll just cut it out entirely.
I see.
So it won't be until you talk at a certain volume that it'll actually start recording. So it's amazing if there's any pauses and you don't want to have to worry about it picking up a shit ton of background noise. So it's amazing. But ironically, I found out that and this is really cool, but the portable recorder, you can actually just plug it into your computer or a USB port and make it USB powered. So you don't even have to use the batteries.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's pretty interesting. So I'm gonna be doing that like whenever I'm here and stationary, you know what I mean? But whenever I want to go somewhere, it'll be nice to have a bunch of rechargeable batteries. I love the idea of being able to have like freaking top-notch audio and video quality on the fucking go. So I think that'd be amazing. Yeah, I went and ordered those glasses. I'm sure those will make a freaking big difference.
trying to craft stuff in Final Fantasy. We're doing it a lot lately.
Hey, Mitch, I had a question.
What's up?
I know I'm not going to be like officially getting there for a while, but is Ishgard and Beyond something that you get to through leveling, or is Ishgard and
Negative.
Beyond?
Ishgard and Beyond is all done through all of the story quest. I'm talking about all 185 base story quests and all 101 story quests after the 185 in the 7th Astral Era.
Okay, so after all of that is how you get. It's not. I was just making sure that it was not expansion stuff like Heavensward or Stormblood.
It is. Ishgard, I believe, is expansion. It is Heavensward.
Oh,
and that's
okay.
that's you get there after you beat the entire story 100%.
It's probably kind of like
286
Breath
quests.
of the Wild, where the only way you could get the fucking fancy ass bike is by beating the entire fucking game.
Well, the reason I wanted to look it up is because Jack asked me how to become a Dark Knight, and I told him, let me see what you have to do. So I said you have to go to Ishgard to talk to a trainer for a quest. Problem is, Ishgard doesn't unlock until you beat the entire fucking story. I told him, buddy, I got some bad news for you.
Hey, Mitch.
If you do the entire story, by the time you're done with it, you will hit the maximum level.
Hey, Mitch.
What's up?
You know that issue you've been hearing about with the docks bricking people's
Yeah, I've heard about that third party.
Nintendo Switches?
Yeah.
It's not just the third parties.
Oh god,
What?
it's not?
No, it is the first parties as well, but only in certain situations. Mine didn't get bricked because I charged it standalone. Now I don't know if you know this, but most power strips or surge protectors, they will sometimes limit how much power they're using. Because sometimes they'll have something on there like, oh, it's energy efficient, this and this and that. You know, it'll use up to 33% less power. And the reason they say that stuff is because it'll often limit how much power is going to the device. That's why I always tell people, if you have studio speakers or audio equipment, never plug it into a power strip or surge protector. Yes, it's good to protect your stuff, but at the same time, you're going to get hiss and you're going to get noise because it's not getting the full amount of power it needs to achieve that really high quality audio. You'll notice a hiss if you plug it into a fucking power strip. So my dock is plugged into a power strip, and the thing will no longer charge my fucking Switch anymore. But when I plug the cable straight up into the Switch, it'll work. But it won't work if it's plugged into the dock and I slide it in through the dock. But if I plug it into the wall directly, it will work. So Nintendo must have did something that makes it to where it basically will not work unless it's getting a very specific amount of power. If it's getting any less or any more than that, you are fucked. So even the first party one, you got to be careful. Don't plug it into a power strip or surge protector, or if you do, be careful because some of them will limit how much power it gets, and if it gets any less than a certain amount, then it's not gonna fucking work.
Interesting. Well, my Switch isn't brick, but I'll keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, mine's not brick, but that's also because I had it unplugged whenever I did the update, which is good. But yeah, I left it in the dock for like 2 days, and I pulled it out, and the battery was still at 19 fucking %. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then I just plug it into the Switch itself and plug it into the wall, and oh, now it's working. So it's really freaking strange. So I hope Nintendo undoes this shit because like I said, certain people that have it plugged into surge protectors or power strips, there's a chance that that could brick it, even if they're using the original fucking dock. Because those power strips limit how much power it gets, and if it doesn't get a very, very specific amount of power, it's just not going to work. It's going to think it's a third party. So it's... Nintendo, why the fuck did they do this? I don't know.
Sounds like another problem.
Yeah.
'Cause I did read about them bricking.
So it's probably a good thing I didn't have it plugged into the dock whenever that happened. Then again, it wasn't getting power at all, so I don't know if it would work or not, or if it would have bricked or not. Then again, other people told me similar things, so yeah, I probably would have bricked. But, man, I'm gonna have to be very careful from now on. Anytime I install a fucking update, make sure it's not plugged into the goddamn dock. Because I have, like, so much shit plugged into my room. Like, seriously, I have, like, 5 wall outlets, and I have, like, 3 or 4 power strips and surge protectors. Because I got so much goddamn shit plugged in. You know what I mean? I have,
Yeah,
like, my
me too.
external hard drive enclosure. that is not because I want it to be at top-notch performance. It's plugged into a wall outlet because USB power isn't quite enough. And plus, I don't want to fry my motherboard because if you plug in too many powerful items into your USB ports, it could fry the motherboard. I also have a USB 3.0 hub, which the nice thing about that is it actually has power switches for each USB port, so you can actually shut them off so then there's no power going into them for the ones you're not using. So that's kind of nice. I have an external Blu-ray drive, so there's that's using a wall outlet. I have 3 screens using wall outlets. I have 2 studio speakers, each using a wall outlet, 3-prong. I have my audio mixer, my dock, TV, I have my fan.
I heard you said you have external. You have an external Blu-ray drive. Where'd you get that from?
Well, it's not an external Blu-ray drive. It's a standard Blu-ray drive, but I bought like an external, like, so to speak, adapter that allows it to be plugged in through USB 3.0 because most newer cases for computers do not have a spot for you to put in a fucking Blu-ray drive. So I had to like plug it in externally, but Blu-ray drives for some reason use more power than hard drives. So if you buy the adapters or whatever you want to call them that allow you to turn a traditional 3.5-inch desktop hard drive into an external hard drive, it will not work because those only get up to a certain amount of power usually, and it's not enough power for the Blu-ray drive. So I had to buy a specific one, and it's getting additional power because it's plugged into a wall outlet. So you got to be a little bit careful on the Blu-ray drives. But yeah, I had to do that. So I have so much. I have my second desktop over there plugged in. Like, man, can't imagine how much I have plugged in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, there's an
10,
LG.
12, 13, 14.
Oh, there's an LG Blu-ray drive.
16, 17. 18, 19. I have at least 19 things plugged in right now.
What is your company? What is the company that supports your Blu-ray drive?
I believe it's an LG. LGs are usually pretty good, actually.
Is it the LG Beep? Let me show you. Like, here's what.
Yeah, you should send it to me, especially if it's on Amazon. I'll be able to tell you whether or not
it's actually from Google Express.
Google Express.
Yeah,
what the fuck is Google Express?
Something from Google I never heard of.
That is interesting.
You know how Google goes. We had this new service last 5 years, 4 years.
Oh, that's like
years.
Fucking laptop one.
Oh man, no.
kind of has good
reviews.
reviews.
I don't know, Google. Maybe stick with 5 services and stop making 6 trillion.
That looks pretty cool because it's like really slim, but it's not going to be reading that fast though.
Why?
Hold on.
No, here's another one that I found.
Well, it's because it's slimmer. That's why it's not going to be reading as fast.
Here's another one, but this scares me because it has 3 stars. That's why.
Don't buy shit on fucking Newegg.
Why?
Because the fucking federal government or state government will start coming to you and demanding you to pay fucking taxes. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it's happened in a couple of other states. Newegg does not charge their customers for taxes. They don't make them pay for it. And they themselves don't pay for it. So they kind of leave it on the customers like, meh, we'll leave it to the customer. It's their problem, not ours. So they have to pay up for it.
Wait. What's going on?
Oh, by the way, that link you sent to me on Google Express, I got the one that is 16x. If you click on 16x on that page, it'll show you the exact one I have.
Yeah, but what's going on? Because I never heard of it. Like,
well,
what?
Google, or not Google, Newegg does not pay for sales tax on the items they sell you. And they don't make you pay for sales taxes. So by law, when you file taxes, you have to pay the taxes for the things you bought on there because you didn't pay to Newegg for the sales taxes, and they themselves didn't pay for it. So it's kind of up to you to do that while filing for your tax returns. And for the longest time, most state governments have been just ignoring it. They're like, man, it's not worth our time trying to reach out to all these fucking people that fucking demand money for shit they bought on Newegg. But they have done that, and Newegg, even though the state government didn't even show a fucking search warrant, they just handed over like hundreds of thousands of people's information within that state, their addresses, their names, the list of items they bought, and how much all those things cost. And then they started sending letters to those people demanding for them to pay the sales taxes for the items that they bought on Newegg. And for some people that have been buying things on Newegg for a long time, they owe hundreds or thousands of dollars for sales taxes.
That's crap. Like, I always thought Newegg was a safe place to shop. What?
Yeah, like, that's why a lot of people say, like, Newegg's kind of exploiting a loophole when it comes to sales taxes, and by law, they have to be paid, so...
Okay, what about Tiger Direct? Would you trust that website?
They've been around for a very long time. I've heard a lot of good things about Tiger Direct. They're not that relevant, they're not that popular anymore, but they're also still around, so, I mean, they must be doing something good if they're still around, like, Jesus. They've been around for a long time. But yeah, that's the thing about Newegg is, like, I'm not saying your state government's going to do that, but they could do that any fucking time. So
well, I mean,
on buying things on Newegg, 10 years from now, they can send you a letter demanding $10,000 in sales taxes from things you bought over the last 10 years. So I'm just saying, buying things on Newegg is not smart for that reason, and the fact that I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of things you see on Newegg have much lower reviews than other sites like Amazon. And when it comes to things like memory and hard drives, they buy in like insane freaking bulk, and so as a result, they have a much higher failure rate. They get a lot more bad batches of hard drives because they buy in such a big fucking bulk. So you're more likely to get a bad hard drive from Newegg than Amazon, for example. So,
well, I mean, like, look at the article that I just posted from Newegg.
And Amazon does pay sales taxes. So, I mean,
Newegg does say, like, within the United States, Newegg.com charges taxes on orders shipping to California, Indiana, New Jersey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, because some states have required it, but it's only those states.
If you are a tax exempt organization located in these states, you can apply for a tax exemption on your Newegg.com orders by following these steps.
Yeah.
Create a Newegg account if you don't have one. Download it.
It's only specific states that they are charging sales taxes, but all the rest of the states in the country, they are not charging for sales taxes. So they're kind of leaving it up to you. It's like, man, you're the one that's going to have to pay the sales taxes to your government. So when you file for taxes, you're going to have to pay for it. But
what I do like about paying for taxes, even though I don't pay for taxes, is a long story, but you do get your money back. That's the one thing about sales tax. It's like when you pay them, they do pay you back.
Oh yeah, especially if you're a business, like that makes a big difference.
So in some ways, like, I feel like even though people hate paying their taxes, you are getting something in return, which does make me feel better. Like, okay, at least I'm getting something in return.
Well, I mean, that completely depends on what you're allowing the government to take. So if you're allowing the government to take a lot of your money for taxes, yes, you will get a tax return. But also you have to keep in mind that a lot of people get angry a lot of times because our tax dollars get spent on things we don't want to see them get spent on, or something like that. But
yeah, it's not like a purchasing decision where you have control over where that money goes. Exactly. You know what I mean? You're kind of handing them money, and they could just spend on whatever the hell they want. They could spend it on hookers and a Secret Service case.
But in some ways, taxes. But who is talking so freaking loud?
That's Max.
I'm sorry, but can someone please stop? Like, I'm trying to talk. Damn.
It's someone in my background.
Oh, sorry about that.
But, sorry about interrupting, but...
no, don't worry about it. No.
I kind of wonder how things...
between the two specific drives
really
you posted, the blue, the Newegg one
like, would our
is 3
money
times
stretch
slower.
a lot further if tax returns didn't exist? Like, would it go further, or would it just not?
Hey, Matt.
Sorry about that. I actually just got it.
Go ahead, Matt. What's up?
Well, I just said between the two drives, Omid posted the Google Express one is 3 times faster, if that's what he was looking at.
The Google Express one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry if I snapped all of a sudden. I was just like, I was just getting my, like, I just like, also I'm just like snapped. I rarely do that, but I don't know what got to me, but yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's about the same price as I actually bought it at, was like $58.99. So if you go for the 16X one, that's the exact one I got. But like I said, if you want to use it externally, you'll have to buy like an adapter in order to ensure that it works externally. That's all the back. A lot of newer computers don't have a Blu-ray drive slot. It's like, why? Why not just plug it? I know that seems like a dumb idea, but like, to me, it would be clever. Like, hey, if they're trying to fit as much shit as possible, or have as much space as possible inside of a case, why not just add a way for you to be able to slide your DVD drive in the front, so to speak, like underneath, like between the feet. You know what I mean? Because there's usually standoff feet that gives you distance from the floor and the case, so in that way your case isn't rubbing against the carpet and doesn't build up static electricity. So with how big of a gap there usually is, you could, like, imagine if between those feet, you could literally just slide in a Blu-ray drive right there in the front. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of convenient, and it would not be in the case, so that way it wouldn't take up space inside of it. So I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of clever. It'd be interesting. So.
I can't avoid it. I'm gonna have to. Oh, I need to turn.
Yeah.
Turn to a saddlebag. Great, awesome. Let's saddlebag. Saddlebag. Some of this shit later, I guess.
Oh yeah. Here it is. I hope it's still the same price. Yeah, it's still the same price.
What? Did you post it?
Yeah. It's the thing I bought to make my Blu-ray drive work externally.
Hey Mac,
Yeah.
you want to do a dungeon?
Sure.
Let's do it just to get the daily out of the way. Also, I'm getting a bit desperate for some money here. So I need to start working to get some gil back. I need to recoup some losses of my gil because I've been spending a lot of gil. By the way, how was your class? Or orientation? Orientation, I'm sorry.
Well, actually, no. It ended up actually being a class. So what happened was I only have the orientation scheduled, and then for 2 weeks I don't have anything scheduled. So what I thought that meant was that I didn't have anything. I had orientation, then 2 weeks, and then I had classes. That's not what it means. What it means is that I asked during orientation because he said that 2 hours will count towards what I need, the minimum 20 hours for this week. And I was like, wait a minute, I have nothing else I can do. And he's like, no, you don't have any live classes, but you have mentored learning classes, which are you schedule yourself and you come and sit in the classroom with me and we go over like video footage and stuff, and you take quizzes and shit while actually in the class with me, but you schedule those. And I was like, ah, shit. So I did a 7-hour class today instead of a 2-hour class. So, and tomorrow is going to be tomorrow and the next day are both going to be 9-hour days.
Wait, so what school is this?
It's New Horizons Computer Learning Centers.
New Horizons Computer Learning Centers?
He's learning to go into the field for work.
Right.
New Horizons what again?
Computer learning. Let me see. It might be a computer learning group. I'll double check.
There it is. Yeah, I found it. New Horizons. Okay. So courses and certification. What course are you taking?
I'm taking A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus. 3 courses.
But it says like right here, courses and certifications. Microsoft Office, technical courses.
CompTIA A+ is what I'm taking. The first one.
Didn't you say you want to be some kind of psychologist or something?
No. Well, I wanted to be a prosthetist, but that takes a lot more. What?
Go with joking. Anyway, go on.
So wait. Okay, so where do you go to? Where?
I'm ending New Horizons, and it's because they'll pay for that because the other one doesn't seem like it'll be more of a thing that I can actually.
Does this mean like you have to do a lot of programming or something?
No, this is more like the physical aspects. Some of
like the hardware,
some
right?
programming, some system stuff like registry and stuff. But mostly it's hardware. Which
wait, so
I prefer hardware over software.
Wait, so where is it?
You like
again?
things hard, don't you?
I'm looking at the courses and certifications tab. I see office, technical courses. Where do you click on?
Let me check.
Damn, this looks intimidating right now. Fuck.
Cool. I'll send you a link.
Jeez Louise, dude, that was
Basically what I'm doing.
damn. Shit, man.
And the A plus and the network plus and the security plus are the top 3.
How much money are you paying for these? Like, how are you even?
I'm
How-
personally paying for it. My vocational rehab is paying for it, and actually managed to get a good deal for them, and they are paying about $4,300 for me to go to school.
Damn!
So,
Wow,
so,
that every
wait a
bit
minute.
fucking helps, man.
Yeah,
Wait, so
it really does.
How long is it gonna take to get your degree in this field, sir?
Well, it's just A plus network plus security plus certificate. It's 3 certifications, not necessarily a degree. But the certifications will allow me to, especially the security plus one, will allow me to work pretty much anywhere that has computers, networks, and the security plus allows me to work and even in like the White House or in the Department of Defense. I can work literally anywhere with the 3 of those.
Okay. What is this on here? Right.
Out of
So.
me, don't tell me.
Yeah, he's basically I guess you could roughly say he's getting job training. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
Damn,
basically.
so. Whoa! This looks intimidating as fuck, but then like you are taking a lot of hours, so it's like.
Yeah, but the thing
Yeah,
is,
I'm doing about
he's not,
9 hours.
It's not really like it's not really college. I guess you could like kind of call it trade school. It's not really even that. It's just job training, so he can get ready to get into his field to work. That's what it is.
Right.
So it's not as long as it's not as long as a trade school. It's definitely not nearly as long as a college. He's
No.
just going straight into work, which is for good.
Yeah, it'll be.
Really not bad.
They expect that I'll be done by August, so it's not long at all. You know, I'll probably be done sooner than that because I'm going to be doing 8 and 9 hour days, so I'll be done much sooner than that.
Yeah, and you're gonna want that anyway, because you're gonna need the money, because money is the most important thing in a capitalist society.
Yeah.
He's just like, It's
Well,
depressed,
you're not
like,
wrong.
Unfortunately. Yep! Fucking hate it. We're standing by, be ready. I need to get some U branches. The problem is they're a crafting material and they're expensive.
I'm so happy I got that fucking Blu-ray drive
Okay, shit.
enclosure that I got a while ago. So I got it for like $26, and it's like fucking $42 or $43 right now. So I got it on a really good
John,
sale.
what do you think of Far Cry 5? Would you want to get the?
I'm just not into the Far Cry series, but it does look interesting though. It does look.
I'm about Dylan there. I'm into it. I love Far Cry 3 though. It was a good game.
I used to play it during the old days, like the first, second, and third.
Oh yeah, well I played it before the game ever came out! Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what would be there.
Dude, no,
Joe,
you
you
have
wanna
Far Cry. Do you
If it makes you
have
feel
Far
better,
Cry-
I watched one of the X-Men
Yo,
movies
we're
like
in the
months
dungeon.
before it came out. Because like even though I went to a very ghetto school, one of the guys that went to school there was actually a student that was in the process of like getting a job with Marvel. So he was actually getting close to making so he was helping them with the production of the movie. So I actually got to see what it looked like before the computer imagery was added and special effects and everything like that. So it was like really cool to see like the action scene with fucking Wolverine, and it was pretty cool. So I got to see it like way before it came out. It's like, oh man, this is so dope. And he like loaded up on the computer in class, and I'm like, man, like I know we're supposed to be doing work right now, but fuck that. I want to watch this guy fucking work on this. Oh my
Metroid
god.
Other M.
Somebody
Actually,
can. Oh, true.
Mitch, you know
Nobody
what
ever
really-
sees me.
what really about
Everybody's waiting for me to get on the fucking elevator, and I'm usually the first one, and nobody knows I'm fucking here.
What I really hate about Metroid Other M is control layouts. Like I hate hold it like vertically instead of like using the nunchuck or something. That's what I hate about the Other M. Mitch, can you maybe hack my Wii and download Wii games onto it, like Mario and Metroid Prime Trilogy onto it and Xenoblade Chronicles? Because I want to hack my Wii and I want to get all the people. No,
Yeah,
it's not. No, it's not. Because Dude! No, it's not, because like I tried running Jordan 2 Towers on my Dolphin emulator, and it was stuttered the crap out. Can you help me set it up?
The other thing I like about this
Might as well
hard
grab
drive
the-
closure is it allows me to clone my drives.
Nothing good.
I don't know why, but I'm tempted to just like experiment and use and try out my new camera just by doing some like random ass fucking reviews and posting them on Amazon. Because like so many products don't have fucking video reviews, so it's like I want to be like that one guy that fucking does. I don't know. I think it's kind of fun.
That's not gonna happen. He's not gonna kill me. That's not gonna happen.
Unless he has like
His healer's not
size
the world's
10.
best, but he's more than enough. I've got a much higher item rating than I did last time. $4.99. Right. Got him. No, he's already dead.
On the plus
Excellent.
side, I finally sold my old camera today, so.
Nice.
And I sold all my old microphones. So, well, not all of them, but I had like 3 microphones that I was going to use for a podcast setup. But me and my friends never got to doing that, so I went and sold that. So, just kind of trying to sell off as much stuff as I can, so I could, you know, stay on top of my bills. You know, plasma money isn't enough. So. And plus, helps me downsize because I'm a little bit of a hoarder, I'll admit. So, over like the last few months, I've been constantly doing things to downsize how much shit I have, and also just organizing the hell out of it. Like, if you looked at my closet, like everything's in fucking boxes, and they're all labeled and they're all organized. So, if I ever move, I'm just gonna like stuff the boxes and totes and know exactly where everything is, and I can just move my shit, and not have to
That's
look.
the one problem owning a bunch of shit, and I'm guilty of that.
Keeping that shit organized is very crucial, because for me, I have so many wires, gadgets, electronics, all kinds of shit. And so separating like computer stuff and my like audio equipment, video equipment and stuff like that, like really helps, because I can get that shit mixed up real easy. And so, yeah, it's helped a lot. So for me, if I ever need to look for something, it is so much easier to fucking find it. Because before, it was a nightmare. I just had so much shit in random bags and boxes and stuff. And it's frustrating. And plus, again, like I said, in the long run, it'll help me. Because whenever I move, it's going to be so much more seamless. I'll just load some shit up in some totes. And everything else is already put up. And I'll just move it and be done with it. And I'll know exactly where everything is and where everything goes. And it'll just make it so easy and seamless. Instead of everything being messy and all over the fucking place, and not in boxes, and not, you know, labeled or organized. Yeah. Whenever you have a lot of electronics and you love technology, that's one of the things that comes with the territory. Sometimes you end up becoming a hoarder, and before you know it, you're messy as hell. And anytime you need to look for something you haven't used in a long time, it's a bitch to find it. It's frustrating. It's like, man, for me, I have a shit ton of wires and adapters and cables and shit, and sometimes I need to use, like, some weird adapter or cable that I haven't used in forever, and so, like, with all the fucking wires and cables and shit I have, it's, like, so hard to find. Now it's a lot easier.
Don't worry, Mac, that guy was easy. Let's move on. Wait a minute, what is this? Dramatic music is playing. Oh no, there is another one. Well, he was easy to kill. Let's move on, Mac. Wait a minute. Oh no, there are more coming. I never would have thought that. I love it. I used my 6 to like dash back, but the enemy died halfway through me using it, so I was like, psych, not really, I'm not gonna dash back. So like gravity launched me back forward. I was acting like I was about to, I was like, oh wait, he's dead, never mind. And then gravity canceled out and I defied the loss of physics.
Oh my god.
I love that shit. Video games are so funny. Oh, I'm gonna jump back! Halfway! Oh, never mind. No. How'd you do that? Great news, Mac. I poisoned fire.
Man, I'll have more money left over in our spot.
I'm guessing the way you're paying your bills is you're mainly relying on your
primarily plasma,
yeah.
But that's not enough to pay for it entirely. So for me, I'm occasionally selling things and trying to do things I can to stay on top of it. I mean, I could have just not spent anything for my tax returns, but I really needed to get a new camera if I ever wanted to do green screen work again. Because you gotta, like, having a camera that is like 4K that you could actually like zoom in and crop is like really, because otherwise you have to make sure that you're recording your camera at the perfect zoom, the perfect height, and it has to be perfectly cropped. Because if you zoom in at all, the quality is going to get degraded pretty heavily. So it's frustrating. Plus, my camera was old as hell. But like, on the plus side, though, I did sell a bunch of my old stuff. That's the other thing that is helping me be able to compensate for making big investments into some things, is like being able to sell my old stuff to at least somewhat compensate from it.
I mean, I don't mean to like pull anything up by this. I am curious though. It's just purely out of curiosity for me. But if you're having to sell things to maintain your living, does that technically mean that you don't make enough money to maintain your living?
Through plasma alone, hell no.
Right. So
not quite enough. Like
you eventually
plasma.
Yeah.
I'll eventually run out, but that's why like. For me, getting this equipment was very crucial, because I still want to focus on like the Jetix Restored YouTube thing, but I also wouldn't mind going into something like, for example, building and repairing computers, but because of how much the PC market is suffering right now, it's not a good time. So things are a little bit dicey right now.
Yeah, really dicey, but like, what are you gonna do when you start running out, is I guess what I'm curious on.
I'll just get a job. I know at least like 3 or 4 people that could help me get a job really fast, so I mean, I could get a job really fast. It's not that hard. Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard for me to get a job.
No, it wouldn't be hard to get the job, it'd be hard sticking in it, unfortunately, because they all
Yeah,
suck.
that's the thing. That's also why I'd be careful. But I also have a couple of jobs I could go for, and plus there's one retail store that they're about to start building right now. So if I could wait long enough until that store is fully built, If I wanted to, I could be like a front-end supervisor, which is sort of a mixture of like something between like a full-on manager and like a customer service manager.
Wait, what store?
That only works on the front end. Costco.
Wait, so you plan to work at the Costco or something?
Well, I'm wanting to work at it. I'm willing to work at a Costco because the pay is really good. They pay like.
I remember when you were I remember when you were working at the Walmart. You said that you were almost dying at that place.
Oh, it was killing me emotionally. Yeah, that place will kill you. Like almost anybody that's ever worked in there for a long period of time, it will kill you fucking inside. And you combine that with other stresses in your life, like, oh my god, it's too overwhelming for most people. That's why they can't even keep their goddamn employees. That's why that's why they're within like the top 3 or top 5 employers with the highest turnover rate, because they can't.
Did anybody get the fire sand back there?
What's wrong?
Okay, somebody got the fire sand. Just want to make sure that somebody picked up the fire sand.
I got you, buddy. All right, cool. Let's do this. I need another one.
Right.
Oh no, I'm doing my own quick knock. Hey Mag, why is it when I fire a quick knock it hurts the enemies so much?
Yeah, like if I wanted.
You're dead. Can I have something?
Let me think.
Oh, loot.
Man, this fucking sucks. I hate the fact that this is gonna shut down tonight. God damn it. At least I'll get to play it though, too. That's not unacceptable.
Okay. So, yeah, if I was like a front-end supervisor at Costco, they pay $23 an hour. So, I'd be making pretty damn good, like, fucking hourly income from that. And it's not too different from like a Walmart CSM, but a Walmart CSM of course only makes like somewhere between $14 to $16 an hour depending on when you started working there, whether or not you've gotten the dollar raise yet, and also whether or not you work overnight. So there's a couple of factors. Yeah, this pays a hell of a lot more.
So you'll blow up. Right back up. Well, that's good.
Oh,
mainly, I hope the job is just something you like more. Like, honestly,
yeah.
I'm to learn that pay doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, I mean, to a certain extent. Like, for me, I'm willing, like, Walmart itself, they make the job environment and the conditions just too fucking terrible for the fucking hourly pay. Like, really, compared to, like, most grocery stores, they don't pay that much more. And for the additional bullshit you have to deal with, it's not worth it. What, an additional, like, 80 cents, $1.20, $2 at maximum? You really think that's worth all the bullshit and stress they fucking put you through? No! So for me, if I'm going to deal with that kind of fucking stress, I want to fucking get compensated for it. I want to get paid fucking good if I'm going to deal with that kind of fucking shit. So for me, if I'm going to deal with that kind of stress, then working something like Costco as a fucking front-end supervisor, $23 an hour to me is worth it. But, you know, if it's going to be only like $15 an hour and deal with more stress than I did as a cashier, like, hell, those extra, well, yeah, it's still a pretty big noticeable pay gap, but still, this is a much bigger pay gap. Like $23 an hour, like, that's almost double fucking minimum wage. So,
alright,
yeah.
Boys, let's go!
Oh, did you just see what I posted on?
Or no, not double, but like, that's a little bit over triple minimum wage. Yeah.
Dylan, did you see what I posted?
What did you post?
This is the benefits with Amazon Prime.
Yes, you can get reimbursed for late deliveries. Yeah, that's one big thing people don't know. Is if you pay for 1-day shipping, or if you have 2-day shipping through Amazon Prime, then if you make a complaint to them, then they'll usually give you like a couple of dollars in credit. So
I
yeah,
believe one of my items actually did end up coming late, and they said that they were going to reimburse me for it anyway. So I never even mentioned it to this, but hey, we're really sorry, it's coming in late. We're going to reimburse you for shipping. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, like I love it when they do that. You know what I mean? Or sometimes, for example,
is that us consumers, yeah, we're getting the goods. Let me tell you something about Amazon. I heard somebody who was in the industry and worked with them, and he said they're cutthroat.
What does that mean, cutthroat?
Meaning that they will.
They're difficult to work with. It's a competition. It's very, very tight.
yeah,
They'll go to the nth degree with these corporations to make sure they keep their ass intact. It's really unfortunate.
it's unfortunate, but at the same time, I mean, when you're a company that was literally on the brink of going bankrupt and was losing millions of dollars for 3 fucking years non-stop.
Here's what I don't understand. So, like,
years just to make fucking profit at all whatsoever, any profit, they kind of have every goddamn right to fucking make sure that they stay intact. No offense.
I mean, like, here's what I don't understand. So, like, Amazon, the article says you can read any book you want on Amazon Prime, so I'm down there. There's still some books I need to purchase.
If they would have kept on losing that goddamn money. They're losing millions of dollars. But in the end, it ended up being worth it, because now the CEO is like one of the most fucking valuable people in the damn world. He's worth more money than Bill Gates, I believe.
Yeah, he's number richest person in the world right now.
Isn't he?
Yeah, so think about it.
No,
like,
Jeff Bezos.
So I feel like compared to most CEOs, like his company really had to fucking struggle just to become fucking profitable. You know what I mean? They grew and they expanded and they were doing so fucking much. You know, they were growing as a company really fast. You know what I mean? But of course, because of that, they were losing a lot of fucking money. But once they started becoming profitable, because of how big they are, it's like going from having only one source of income to 10,000 sources of income. Even if you're not making that much profit, that's a lot of fucking money from many sources. So they're a big company, so he's worth a shit ton of money. He's
Rich.
like,
Apparently,
why focus on profitability when you could just focus on making your company as big and powerful as fucking possible, and then focus on the profit. And then once you do, oh, you're gonna be so goddamn big that fucking it's gonna be like big, widespread fucking profit.
Apparently, Final Fantasy 14 is for April Fool's joke. They made a
Rocket League did too.
They made a joke ad called Final Fantasy 14 Go. Once you just use your phone like a crafting tool and you craft stuff in real life while trying to get in-game stuff. It was pretty dumb. They were taking 5 codes and breaking them. I was like, come on.
Mitch, with Amazon Prime, you get Amazon Music and books unlimited, right?
Music? No, you gotta pay for that, but you get a discount on
That's
the...
bullshit. I mean, like, I don't get it. Like, this article says, like, oh, Vulture's there. I want to be some kind of... No, you can't do that. Like,
You can listen to music, but it's not unlimited. How is it bullshit? You're not paying for a music service.
Yeah, but it's like...
You can't expect everything to be goddamn free.
Well, I'm paying for the service. Oh shit, motherfucker.
You're
like,
paying for shipping service. You're not paying for everything that fucking like Amazon owns. When you pay for one small Google service,
They don't own the...
every damn service they offer for free. They don't have to offer all of it for one small low price. They're paying for an individual service. They don't have to give you all the other services they offer for fucking free.
But it says your Prime membership is basically like the library in the future, because with it you can read unlimited books, magazines, and Kindle app. You used to be limited to 1 free Kindle book per month. For the other thing.
Yeah, 1 Kindle book per month. It's not unlimited. You get to keep it forever, but it's not unlimited.
No, you used to be limited, but now like it's unlimited.
I'm not sure about the Kindle book, but I know for a fact that the music is not unlimited. It's not.
Talking about Audible is available.
I believe it's Audible.
Read your books and using a Kindle app. That's what it says. Kindle. Store unlimited photos.
I believe for the Amazon Music service, the original price is $9.99 a month, but as an Amazon Prime member, you could get it for a cheaper price.
What's really cool is that Amazon is partnered with Whole Foods, so you can actually do grocery shopping.
Oh no, it's
Amazon owns Whole Foods.
Yeah, it's $7.99 for the unlimited music service, but if you're a Prime member, you can get it for $3.99 a month. So you get a discount.
Oh.
I mean, correction, doesn't Amazon, Disney, Microsoft, and Apple and Google own pretty much every company in the world, and now we just run up an oligarchy. We just might as well say that at this point. Let's just fuck it.
It's getting there. It's very close.
It's getting pretty
I
close.
can't believe people are this blind. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the telecom providers, AT&T, Verizon, you know them, and then...
Oh
the
yeah,
cable
like AT&T
providers.
owns DirecTV, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
but,
so, you know, basically the whole world's owned by 15 companies, that's it.
Well, come
Yeah.
on, like the top 3 to 5 richest people in the entire world own more than half the money on the fucking planet.
Pretty much.
Think about
Yeah.
it. Out
You
of
want to do another?
hundreds of millions of
You
human
wanna do another
beings,
dungeon? I can do it.
Yeah, I'm down
just
for
a
it.
few people
I'm feeling a
alone
little
own
bit. I was
half
feeling
the
kind
money
of
on the
crappy at
fucking
first
planet.
because I don't know why.
Isn't
We're
that a
gonna do
little
it.
bit mind-boggling? Out of hundreds of millions of people on this planet, just a few of those people own half the money on our goddamn planet.
Application's been denied.
Doing that to test some of these to see if you can do any of them. Evidently you can't. The only thing you can do is level them. What I don't understand is you don't have guild heists. Do you roll out guild heists? Which are handy. I have those and they're a daily as well I can earn.
Wait, guild ice?
Yes.
How do you get that?
Oh, fuck me. I can't remember off the top of my head.
After, yeah, we'll do this one, but look it up in the meantime. Tell me what I gotta do. I'll do it, so we can get the guild dice runs.
Yeah, I need you to get that, because you can do that as a daily and it'll give you additional guild and XP.
One thing that Amazon Prime membership does offer, though, is unlimited photo storage. But if you want to upload files of anything other than fucking photos, you got to pay for the service. So for the most part, there's a lot of small things that they give you a little piece
Copperville
of,
Mines,
you know what I mean?
What's actually really cool is that there's a lot of cool old HBO shows that you can watch on Amazon. Like for example,
yeah.
the Sopranos. You can actually watch that.
There's a lot of shows you can watch.
Yeah, I know, I'm
Alright,
giving-
let's get this out of the way, Mac.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping it limited.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but Amazon Prime, or Amazon in general, they offer a way for you to be able to sign up for like a credit card, but they're basically like rebranding Chase credit cards. So you're basically using a Chase credit card and you get like Chase Bank account through it. And because Chase is such a big and widespread company, because of this collaboration, you get like 5% cash back on like grocery purchases at Whole Foods, and whenever you get gas at certain gas stations. And there's a lot of special little perks that they offer that basically Chase offers as well. So it's a collaboration thing.
Crap. You know how to do that. Alright, Mac, listen up. I just analyzed our healer statistics. She's a very high level. I have confidence in this healer, so I'm going to start pulling a lot of enemies.
Alright, you just pull them to me and I'll fucking overpower them.
Alright, you start with those groups just because you need to get that on them. I'm gonna start pulling a few over, just so we can get this crap over with.
Yeah,
These
just run them straight through in front of me.
I got you. Hold on one sec. Alright, they're coming. Hang on. Here they come. Alright, get ready to start taunting them.
Right, going.
That's my boy. Thank you, Matt. Boom.
Is it still hitting you?
No, it's just one of them's coming in slower than usual.
Still? Oh, I see it.
Okay, there we go. That guy's delayed as shit. Whatever, that works.
Let me know when that battle is going, because I want to mention something.
Yeah, we're doing the same dungeon we already goddamn did, so we're gonna try to super speed rush it. I just analyzed our healer statistics. She's super powerful, so or her level, so she's a high level, so we can definitely get away with pulling a lot more than we normally pull. You don't do that with lower level healers though, because they won't know what they're doing, and you'll get in a lot of trouble.
Hey Mitch.
Yeah, what's up?
Remember how I mentioned that, like, if I'm gonna work a stressful job, I'd want to get like paid well for it, something like a supervisor at Costco for $23 an hour.
Yeah.
One of the benefits of working there, and that's why this is why I think that the stress level might get balanced and might actually be less stressful than Walmart, is because the fact that it's a membership-only place like Sam's Club, where only people with memberships can shop there, which means most of your customers are likely going to be like business and restaurant owners and stuff like that. So you're less likely to deal with, for example, since I'm in a ghetto-ass area, I'm not going to have to worry about goddamn crackheads fucking coming through. You know what I mean? Or food stamp people coming through, which kind of sounds mean, but a lot of them tend to be like the worst fucking customers. I'm not trying to sound mean, but that just seems to happen a lot. So you're less likely to have to deal with shitty customers. They're more likely to be professional and polite.
Get in here, you little fucks. Go. What am I dealing with here? Hang on. Come on, big boys! Get over here.
Okay, I'll line them up.
Coming in, hang on. Let him do his AoE. Okay. We are the yeah, we are the robots, baby. What? No, I'm fine. Appreciate it. No, I'm fine. Okay. Thanks, Dad.
Have you ever heard of Kirkland?
Kirkland?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Is it good?
I would say it's kind of like one of those brands that's like in between generic and name brand. So it's like, I'd say a little bit close. No, I'd say it's in between the two. It's like right in between the two.
Between what?
Generic and name brand.
Oh, okay. So if
it's
you
not
get it for a
bad.
cheap
It's
price,
not
it's
best,
pretty
but
good.
I don't know if it's the best, but from the way that I know about it, it seems more like it's in between generic and name brand than it is name brand or generic. So it's definitely not the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, it'd be worth getting if you could get a good deal on it.
That's another good thing about working at Costco is you'll actually get decent food for a discount, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. It'd be almost like working at Sam's Club, but you'll be getting paid more, so...
Hey, Max, aren't you doing a habit of, pulling these fuckers up further? So, like, pull some and then start further pulling some.
As a coffee drinker, I'll probably be able to get a shit ton of coffee in bulk there. Or get, like, big, giant jars of, like, vanilla extract.
Getting up here?
Use it as, like, creamer or something to make my coffee.
Is that what you mean, like getting up here?
No, what I mean is, like, while you're pulling them, pull more. Because I can just spam them with a knock all day. Is there any more? I don't think there's any more at this moment. Yeah, let's kill these guys. There's no more. But like, a lot of tanks do, they'll move ahead. The only reason I'm saying you can get away with this is because, again, our healer seems to be competent enough to be super high level.
Right. I guess I've never played with a really competent healer yet, so I've got to get used to that.
Well, yeah,
but
you just gotta analyze it because with us higher levels, we get into that habit. As a matter of fact, it kind of gets so ingrained into me sometimes. That's why the other night I was having the whole miscommunication with rushing. Because we just got done killing a group of enemies, and the guy was just standing there. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, we're right next to the next group of enemies, and you're gonna go AFK? Like, oh my god. He was a douche, too. He's being passive-aggressive. God, he was a douche. Well, a few people that want to punch their teeth out.
Yeah, people think passive-aggressive isn't aggressive, but it's worse.
Absolutely aggressive. Yes, it can in a lot of cases be worse.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that a lot of people have trouble with is passive-aggressive versus assertive.
I'll tell you something, they're both really fucking annoying, but passive-aggressive probably.
Well, assertive is always good. Assertive is positive and has the least chance of making someone pissed off. and you state when something's bothering you immediately and plainly. I mean, you can't really get pissed at someone for saying, you know, this kind of bothers me. But when they're like, yeah, that's great. Why don't you just go pull more? And then when I die, you can die too. That's not helping anyone. Or like when they'll just stand to the side and let you die because they think you're pulling too many and they won't pull what you pull. That's passive aggressive. Where the assertive's like, you're pulling. I know you're trying to help, but you're pulling too much. I mean, you can't really get pissed at someone for saying that if that's how they feel, you know. Yeah, that's why clear communication is always really important, because it's better for you and it's better for them. It's just better all around. Passive aggressive just does no one any favors.
That's the type of person Evan is too. If you ever like really super passive aggressive. That's the thing, though. It's really rare to frustrate Evan, but if you do, he's extremely passive-aggressive. Ouroboros, you'll learn that. Except for Max. Max absolutely pisses the fuck out of Ouroboros off more often than anyone else.
Are you serious?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I thought Max.
Alright, watch this. Follow me, Max. No, we gotta go to my side.
Follow you.
Well, the thing is, you're gonna run forward and pull more enemies. So we can
I don't see any more. These are the last two.
No, there is. Right. There's the last two here. So whatever. Once again, I'd only suggest doing this with a good healer. Like Tyler or someone like this. I wouldn't do it if they're a low-level healer. I wouldn't pull that shit on them. I'd let them do it.
Right.
Or a first-timer.
Well, hello.
God, it's you again.
It is I.
I hate you. Okay, let me make sure insurance policy on, thank goodness. And kayak, you suck. Kayak, you suck. Kayak, you suck. Don't worry about it. These guys are in a building. Don't worry about them. I actually should not have told them they're in an additional room. This is an optional room. This isn't a require. Is it optional? Okay, cool. I'm grabbing him. I'm a gamer, not because I have a life, don't have a life, because I hate it. Oh my god, I'm a Republican, I think that's 24/7, oh my god, it's painful. Oh my god. Watching pelicans. That's amazing. I can imagine how you'd say it too, it's great. So that is one of the few things about these fire motherfuckers. They will deal a metric fuck ton of damage through that. So careful. Pretty Jesus. Well, that's what you are. You are the thing you hate. So that's what you're very wrong. You do hate sort of, but it doesn't matter if it's one enemy. They're not gonna do anything to me. Pass. Shing. Oh man, I can't hold. I can't hold. Oh boy, Mitchie's love category. God damn, it's been a while since I've talked to you. Fucking Kennedy crush. That's still amazing. Fucking Omid though. Kayak though. I think it's just better on the fact that you timed it on Easter. Like that's what makes it. Just to piss me the fuck off. I wanted to get all of them in one shot. That would have been cool, whatever. They're probably like, you idiot, why'd you fucking use the limit break on that? I'm just like, hey, man, It's a drink done like a good salad. I said, there ain't nothing like a good salad. Hey, I'm vegan. So like this, Mac. Actually, now that I think about it, we probably can't move too far up because those enemies reset. We might just sit here and fight them. God damn it. I'm gonna have to look up strategies on how to super rush dungeons, because I'm sure somebody made a list of strategies. Well, yeah, because I mean, if we pull them too far and don't attack them, they're just gonna go back into position and reset. But I mean, we are here for some XP, so we're probably not gonna. Oh my gosh, I am, oh my gosh, I am on me, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Two hours until FF14 shuts down. Forever. Further damage though, more he is. Don't worry too much about it. I got this handled. Once again, our healers got this pretty well. So man, you'd be amazed some of the incompetency in this game, dude. This is even like a hard MMO. I don't know about that. These cat girls will give you a bonus. A real death stuffer. I mean, hey man, Black Desert did it. Why not Final Fantasy? Korea and Japan know what we want. How dare you like beautiful women, Kayak? I fucking hate you. You fucking sexist pig. How fucking dare you like decent looking women? love that sound. That's what sounds like you're like, no! And Josh just like kill me. I'm like, yes, die, please. Gifu! What are you laughing at, Kayak? Kayak! Roger Separate is telling us the fuck? It's a trap! I don't know if I was right. It's a trap. Oh, bad. Be, dude, that's what I'm fucking thinking. Ouroboros, my friend Evan. I'm guessing what happened, because the last time I talked to him, he said that his dad was under some recouping from his surgery and shit. Is that, because his family is just, he's basically almost solely handling the family business. That's what it's gotta be, and I really feel bad for him. You ate fries last night, you ate a burger the day before, you ate fried chicken the day before that. Oh, dear mother of God. You gotta keep in mind that when people leave, you can no longer accommodate them. So some people are leaving right after they do this dungeon because they're grinding it, kind of like our healer, which I did want to commend. Another thing to note is that when your friends are on your friend list, obviously, you cannot commend your friends for obvious reasons. So those are the two reasons why that's happening so quickly. There is a quest you get from the main story, though not mandatory in the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Get it from the Leave-Met. If you have already done that, then go to the Leave-Met in Horizon. The location may be different if you started Gridania or Limsa, and he should have a quest for you. If he doesn't, go to the right, and there will be a guild heist guy with the first ones. It should be unlocked if you don't have a quest for either of them. You will have them to be at least level 10. There's somebody who definitely provides the quest. The problem is I can't remember who.
In Horizon?
Well, they're saying Horizon, but I did it in Limsa. If I remember right, I did it in Limsa. I had the same issue with an alt of mine. You have to use this. You have to do the side quest to unlock leave quests first. Go to your home nation and talk to the leave quest provider in the Adventurers Guild to do the following side quest. You are from Limsa Lamencia. Alright, well, you're from Limsa Lamencia, so apparently it is the Leaves of the Swift Perch. Let me find out who it is.
I'm from Limsa, but my grand company is Ul'dah.
Alright, well, in the case that it may be Ul'dah, which I'll pull up here. Wait a sec. Leaves of Horizon. Let's see. Plumhouse. There we go. I love it. No, no, no. Well, 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 well. Well, Snarl Plumhouse was just a... Eustace is the name. Eustace is the... I'm afraid of myself. You be aware. Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid of myself. Wait, what? You laugh at me a lot because I'm afraid of myself? Yeah, you're goddamn right. When I can be sound girlier than a chick, yeah, that is kind of terrifying. Alright, Mac, hold on, Dylan. Hold seriously here. Steps of Thal. Eustace is the person's name. Am I on Steps of Thal? Is this Steps of Thal? This is Steps of Thal. Steps of Thal's inside the main building. Apparently, it is he's coordinates in Steps of Thal. No, Steps of Nald. Steps of Nald. I'm in the right area. Yeah, he said Steps of Nald. His name's Eustace. It is 12-9. Those are the coordinates. He's in the inn, where you'd go for the inn. Yes. I barely got any guild for that. Jesus. Well, no, it's just for me. It's like, I'm gonna copy dumb noises people make. Yeah, I have. Your state's one of them. Teachers protesting because they can't goddamn live. Yeah, because they can't goddamn live. It's frustrating as hell. But that's the thing, everybody knows they don't get paid. Absolutely not. Alright, do you see it? Do you see it, Mac? Follow me. I'll show you the guy that I talked to. This is Eustace right here. This is the man. Alright, talk to him. Tell me if it does anything. If it doesn't do anything, you might have to do a quest. Hang on a sec. Guild Levy? That might be Levy. I don't know how to pronunciate it. Guild Levy? Leave? Is it like an actual word or something? Like... Okay. Hold on a sec. Yeah, evidently. Obviously. Jesus. Guild Lev? Guild Leave? That's what I thought. Mac, okay, give me 1 second here, guys. Sorry, Mac. So, apparently, in Middle Lanasia, coordinates X18 and Y17, there's a duty roulette guild heist. What is this, son of a bitch? Do you see anything on that map at all? Don't head there. Just tell me if you see any... Yeah, don't... Sorry. Yeah, like, do you see anything on there? I doubt you do. Yeah, that's gotta be wrong. Hang on. Simply the Heist, Limsa Lamincia. Okay, let's try this one. Simply the Heist, level 10. This looks like it's right. It's a side quest. It's in Western Lanasia. So get the Western Lanasia. In Western Lanasia, its coordinates are 3431. X34, Y31. So you're just gonna stick with the 1080? Okay. Yeah, no, go to Swift Perch. Go to Swift Perch. Go to Swift Perch. You want the Swift Perch, right? Did you go to Western Lanasia Swift Perch? You gotta go to Western Lanasia Swift Perch. Yeah. You're gonna get a liquid cooled with GPU? Because the only thing that sucks about liquid cooling a GPU is you gotta change the fluid out from time to time. But I don't know if that'll be a big issue for you. It just forms gunk. You'll probably be fine. Right. Alright. Do you see it? Sorry. Yeah, that was the wrong area. Forgive me. I gave you the wrong location. Middle Lanasia is way wrong. Jesus. Mac, do you see it? Well, pull up your map and look at the side quest. Look for one that says simply the heist. It's Sweetest. It's like an S word, Sweetest. Oh, right here. Right here. That's him. But it says that you don't have it, so maybe Sweet Skiff. Yeah. Leaves. Well, you can't do guild leaves, can you?
Yeah, I have guild leaves available to me. I just never done them.
Oh, go ahead and do them then. You may want to do them. Okay. I'll follow you and help you with them, so just lead the way. I'll fire up my mech here. Alright, head to it. Your Lalafell isn't even bigger than my leg. It's hilarious. Your Lalafell is so small, like your Lalafell's literally the size of my goddamn mech's foot. It's hilarious. Where'd you go? Oh yeah, that'll be cool. Once you beat the game, you'll love that. That'll be hilarious. I'll probably honestly be more accurate to the size of the fucking Magitech from 6. It looks smaller in 6 for whatever reason, but granted it is 2D. I went back to the main hub of Limsa. Is that right? No. Well, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. You need the way I want to use it. New dungeons? Well, you have to get the guild lead duty finder, but I think you have to do a quest for that. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get you the duty finder, and for whatever fucking reason, it's fucked. I can't remember how I did it. Yeah, I would imagine that's the idea, is you gotta do some of the questing to get it done, so you'll just have to work on that. I'm gonna go buy the damn Camp Dry Erection. I'm gonna go by Camp Dry Erection to get my next goddamn mission. Well, we call it Camp Dry Boner, so I call it Camp Dry Erection. It's actually called Camp Dry Bone, but I call it Dry Erection. Too good, right? Yeah. What? Nani? You don't. Good day to you, Reina. Alphanod told me to expect you. Now, you were doubtless eager to ask me certain questions, but before you do, I must stress that I myself have not seen Flamin, though I very much wish I had. I merely hearkened unto the tale of the mourner who came to stay with us. He is still here if you wish to hear it for yourself. Who really want to speak? Well, for what? Wait, what? Microwave this foiled ball for 3 minutes and this is the result. No, don't worry about that. I'm doing something else in the meantime. You can just do it. Okay. I saw Flamingo just as clearly as I saw you now. And yes, I'm sure it was her before you ask. Never forget a woman like that. 'Twas the night 7 summers ago. Her set eyes on us remember as for yesterday. However, the put years only made her more beautiful. What oh, Costa del Sol. She was given lessons to Keke Rouge's women, and her voice, God's her voice, that soft tinkling of bells resonated in my very dick. I'm just gonna say dick because that's what he wants. I mean, like, obviously this is the motive here. I dare not say how her song touched me. Hey, on the penis. That's why I said that, buddy. You're horny. You want to have sex with her. Do I believe the man's tale? Well, I believe that he believes it, though I do wonder. I doubt I would recognize someone barely anew who have seen it in several years. But if there is even the slightest possibility of Flamingo yet lives, we do not know it, the Minophilia to pursue it. Do we not owe it the Minophilia to pursue it? I'd agree, lad. Demo man. Cooking sure. Father Illid wishes to say a few words before you depart for Costa del Sol. I guess a woman resembling Flamingo was employed at Costa del Sol, and that's where you should go. I will inform of the latest developments. You need only concern yourself with the search. Master Gege Rouge should remember you from your past engagements. So I suggest you waste no time in approaching her. You waste no time and approach him immediately. That's amazing. You made the plot smaller. I like it. You shortened down the plot. Thank you. That's what I want. Turn it up because it's getting heavy. Wow, wow. West Coast. These are the girls I want to fuck the most. By the way, how much is the card, if you don't mind me asking, the water-cooled one specifically? $7.29. How much is a 1080 regularly? How much is the 1080 before the Bitcoin mining bullshit, or are you getting it at the proper price? Okay, so you're getting it at the proper price. So it's only $30 more? That's it? That's not bad. Because I know looking at Titan's water cooled, they were immensely more expensive. I see. Very nice, dude. That's nice. That's a good price. Oh, sweet sirens of the sands. Yes, it will be. It will definitely be quieter, which will be nice. My card even gets a little loud. I mean, it's not super loud, but I wouldn't even. Well, that's the thing. I wouldn't even say it's that loud. I mean, it's a little loud, but it ain't that loud. I don't know. It's got a good noise with it. But again, my CPU's cooling is completely separated from the GPU, thankfully, so the ambient temperature also helps that. Probably. I mean, I would always get an aftermarket version of a card, probably from EVGA, because they're considered the best right now. Except, of course, what the big exception being my Titan is that it's sold directly on NVIDIA's site, so they make the card directly. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my McCoat Muse. Why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane? I mean, Reina, what brings you to my humble resort? Flaming? You mean to tell me the god? Flamingos! You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ulda? Eat that! Woman, if I had known that, I would have chained her up to my bedpost and never let her leave. Wow, you sexist piece of shit. Wow! Wow! Well, there was that image earlier, Kayak. You were absolutely right. An exaggeration for dramatic effect. As to her current whereabouts, I recall she mentioned Wineport. Ah, but there's no need to pursue her, my friend. When she tries to, when she tires out of her rough way of living, she will make it straight for Coast of the Soul and flying herself into my waiting arms, flushed and breathless. Man, Dylan's in a noise today, mood today. I love that sound. I love that sound. Bye! I'm getting a good vibe out of this. Hey, dog. Rain Catagale! I want some dumb sounds here, just like right the fuck now. Woman Rainer, the savior of Wine Point! Or, to what do we owe the pleasure? Oh yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold. To give the woman her due, her perfume was ghastly. I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tasting, you understand? She was your query. Why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. So what I don't understand is why doesn't the doctor just reach his fist into the chick's vag and just pull it inside out? Oh my god! That's insane, damn. Oh god! Oh. God almighty, dude. Damn. Jesus. Certainly hope. Ha! Prescription.
That's the beautiful thing about technology is it brings okay, as bad as it sounds, we also need another Holocaust. A lot of good medical vets get out of that.
Jesus!
They had their turn. I say we pick. Okay, Mexicans a good one. I was gonna say Muslims.
Oh my god!
We'll leave the Sikhs out of this. The Sikhs are okay. We're cool with those guys.
So do I join a guild as then to get this shit done?
I guess, yeah. I can't remember how I did it. Yeah, this is why I'm glad I have ways to make sure you can't talk half the time. As, oh my god. Yes, that's it. Yes, do that. You need to do that. That's how you will get it. Excellent. Okay. Jesus, dude. That's just... ugh. But I mean, aside from that, it does suck. Human experimentation is so much more effective. But we can't do that. That's fucked up. Well, Russia tested a fucking missile as well, knowing them, proper fucking blee.
I got like 15 minutes left before I gotta get
a review. Okay, hold on one second. Let me finish this. Let me finish this. I'll invite you and we'll do that. Oh my god. Oh my god. plastic improves the flowers will grow in shaded or cliff. Okay, great, awesome. We are in the good there, so now that we are, I can invite you, which is what I will do immediately. It's Max Mouse, it died, he's gotta fix it. Yeah, it's an annoyance.
which I'm going to do just for the sake of it, because a lot of these items are so
$12 million worth of Paragon assets for free. Damn.
Oh yeah, it was a full AAA game, so yeah.
For $12 million.
Most games are worth more than that, but because it failed, it's not worth nearly as much as most. Hmm. I still do love the fact that Epic Games is very flexible like that. That they're willing to, like, after shutting down Paragon, like, basically use it as, like, free assets you could use with their engine. Epic Games? Yeah. Yeah, Paragon, yeah. The fact that you could use the assets from the game in their, engine, so it's absolutely free. So if you even like the game, then it'd be worth investigating to see how the game is programmed, so... Yeah. Did you put a lot of hours into that game? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I bet the game developers are fucking pissed. Put their heart and fucking souls and sweat into that fucking game.
Wait, what are you talking about? Paragon?
Yeah.
That's the thing about gaming community. It's like, I don't know, I feel like the gaming community, to be honest, is kind of immature, like, in some ways. Like, it's just like a hit or miss thing with the gaming community. It's like, they don't appreciate everything.
Of course not. That's the frustrating part.
Wait, don't you agree with what I said? Like a lot of gamers are ungrateful in this industry. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, like that's absolutely true, but that's also true in a lot of industries. People
Like-
nowadays are very ungrateful. Not trying to sound mean, but that's one of the small things a lot of people don't like about the goddamn liberals is that they're a bunch of self-entitled fucking kids that
I know.
think that everything should be fucking free. Hell the fuck. Sorry, but if you don't like capitalism, go and live in a communist fucking country if you want. Sorry, nothing's free. Nothing.